And this race was scheduled for last night, but weather delayed it, and weather delayed it today. We gotta get this race in, so we're gonna get it in tonight. 100 laps, 250 miles. Here in the next Energy 250. And a new season is underway. So the 11 looking for redemption after what happened a season ago. He was leading with 2 laps to go when he was wrecked. Stuart Friesen went on to win. He's the defending winner. But meanwhile, the 11 pulling away as we got 20 laps here in stage 1. Remember, Urbane, who drives the number 11, he switched from Toyota to Chevy during the off-season. So instead of driving a Tundra, he's now driving a Silverado. And he's leading this race early as they go down the back stretch for the first time. And tomorrow's season opening Xfinity Series race, or today's season opening Xfinity Series race will be rescheduled to tomorrow because this race has ran late. So tomorrow, about an hour after the Daytona 500, that race will go green. As Urbane in the 11 leads lap 1. It's gonna take a long time to get used to saying Craftsman Truck Series because we're so used to saying Camping World Truck Series, but Camping World announced that they are leaving the Truck Series, so that means Craftsman now decided to come back and sponsor the Truck Series, so now it's the Craftsman Truck Series this season. Season opening race, and we were supposed to have our own Clash and Daytona qualifying race. Fortunately, it got rained out, and the league decided to not reschedule it. So that will be something they will try next season instead. Well, how about Spencer Boyd in the 20 up to second? The 11's pulled away with it. He's got a 5.1 second lead off of Spencer Boyd, and here he is to lead lap 3. 17 to go in stage 1. And this is the first race of the season, so they are giving out points in this race. So whoever wins stage 1 will receive 10 points, and the top 10 will receive 10 points. 10th place will receive 1. First place will receive 10 points. 10th place will receive 1 point. At the end of the day, one driver could earn 40 points total if they win both stages, the race, and the race, and then they would get an additional 10 playoff points. Now, if they win one stage in the race, then that is 30 points because of the 10 playoff points they will get for winning. If you don't win the race, then you get no playoff points. Well, this 11 though, he's hoping to leave last season behind him. As remember, like we mentioned, it was 2 laps to go in the race, coming back to the white flag, and he got turned and wrecked. And Stuart Friesen went on to win. However, though, in his last race in a Toyota Tundra, Urbane managed to win the championship again this season, so now he won back-to-back championships, and that makes him a 2-time NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion. Again, it's going to take some time to get used to that, so for me at least, so don't give us grief if we say the wrong thing. But it feels good to be back at the racetrack. This race, again, was supposed to be last night, but weather kept delaying it. Weather delayed it all day. They wanted the truck race done tonight, and they said we can do the Xfinity Series tomorrow. And most likely, we're planning for an hour after the Daytona 500, but the network is willing to go later if we decide to go ahead and move it to later in the night tomorrow. So you already see the 11 out on in a big gap, and let's go to the channel so we can see who's all commenting. Of course, robots. For some reason, they like to comment on my racing videos, so not really sure why. Also, to kick off week 5 has been moved back to next Friday of the Summer League season. We got to get it in because basketball and baseball play during the winter. Now I know it still says Gander RV and Outdoors on the window there. That's because this is based off of the 2020 season, and in 2020 it was the Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series, but they closed down, so then it went to Camping World from 2021 to, and now in 2023 in real life it will be Craftsman, so that's why we're just doing Craftsman. That way we don't have to switch halfway through the season. Austin Hill makes his way up to second. Again, new season, it's anybody's game. And again, we were explaining this during the dual race for the Cup Series yesterday when our cameras were here. If you win the race, you're in the playoffs. However, you don't automatically clinch a spot in the playoffs unless if you win 2 or more races. And the reason we say you don't, even if you win one race, is because if there's more than 10 different winners, because here in the Craftsman Truck Series only 10 trucks can make the playoffs, if there's more than 10 different winners, then let's say the 11 wins this race but doesn't win a single race for the rest of the season, you know, if there's more than 10 different winners, then he would be out of the playoffs unless if he got another win. So 2 or more guarantees you a spot in the playoffs. 1 just gets you into the playoffs. So he'll still be in the playoffs if or whoever wins this race will still be in the playoffs, but they just won't be guaranteed a spot automatically yet unless they win 2 or more races in this season. 11 laps to go here in stage 1. Cruising on by. So enough fuel to make it to the end of the stage. I would imagine at the end of the stage they'll come down pit road under caution and put 4 fresh Goodyear tires and some Sunoco fuel in their trucks and get back out there for stage 2, which should be about 20 laps also. Since it's a 100-lap race, I don't get why they didn't just put 25 laps in stage 1, 25 laps in stage 2, and 50 to the final checkered flag, but you know what? It is what it is. Meanwhile, the 11's got to be loving this, because ever since the start of the race, he's been out front and pulled away, and now he's got 10 laps going stage 1. So if this thing runs green for the rest of this stage, I mean, look at that. He's pretty much guaranteed the stage win. Now, however, if it doesn't run green and there's a caution, then he's going to have to fight for it. Yeah, it's best to get as many points as possible during the stage. You want to be in the top 10 at the end of a stage when that green and white checkered flag flies. Because if you're not, then you don't get any points, at least in that stage. Yeah, your goal should be to at least get 1 stage point, which is get into 10th if you're outside the top 10. If you're inside the top 10, your goal is to get to the lead, so you get those 10 points, but again, it's really just about getting as many positions as you can to get a little more points. We got 9 to go here in stage 1. And the 11 is catching the tail end of the field. He'll definitely catch him before the end of the stage, unless if there's a yellow flag. I gotta say, I like the Chevy better than the Tundra so far, but I mean, it's gonna take a while getting used to not saying the 11 Toyota Tundra. It's gonna be the 11 Chevy Silverado. Yeah, and the whole team is driving Chevys now. So the whole team switched from Toyota to Chevy. In the Xfinity Series, they stayed in the same numbers, stayed in Chevy, and in the Cup Series, they switched from Ford to Chevy and changed numbers. So instead of Urban driving the number 4 Ford Mustang now, he now drives the number 9 Chevy Camaro. So he'll at least get to the truck currently in last place before the end of the stage. But I think that with as fast as he is, he might be able to get some more trucks a lap down before anything goes south. Laps to go here in stage 1. Mike Harmon, currently 32nd. And in the first race of the season, gonna go a lap down. He's gonna get loose. And he's gonna save it. What a save. Mike Harmon completely sideways after a little rub from the 11. And almost lost it. Instead, he saves it and we stay green here in stage 1. With less than 7 laps to go, probably about, I'd say 6.5. What a save by Mike Harmon. And there's the first caution of the night. So the 11 is no longer guaranteed the stage win. He's going to have to race for it. Which should not be a problem to him, as the green flag is back in the air. We're back underway from Daytona in the season opener for the Craftsman Truck Series. 4 laps to go, excuse me, here in stage 1.
Clear high.
And he clears them. He's going to go up and block Austin Hill. Spencer Boyd to 3rd, Matt Crafton in 4th, Riley Herbst to 5th. Riley Herbst driving that 51 tonight. They'll also race in the Xfinity Series race tomorrow. Oh, look at this, though. Austin Hill catching up, but meanwhile, the 11 throws the block on him. The 11 is, well, Urban in general, doesn't matter what series it is, the Truck, Xfinity, or Cup Series, he is a great super speedway racer. In the Cup Series, he has won 11 out of 12 super speedway races in his career. So he has 11 career super speedway wins. He's swept every track in the Xfinity Series. So he has 12 career super speedway wins in the Xfinity Series. He's hoping to finally get this win in the season opener that he's been trying to get here in the Truck Series for the last 2 seasons tonight, so he can add that on to the other 10 super speedway races he's won here in the Truck Series. Two laps go here in stage 1. Ross Chastain makes a move to 2nd. He'll be racing in the Daytona 500 tomorrow. And how about that? Stage ends under caution, and Urban gets the first stage win of the 2022-2023 season over Ross Chastain and Austin Hill. How about that? And gonna currently put me last after I come out of pits.
Coming to the green.
Okay.
Be ready here.
And green flag is out and stage 2 underway. So the 11 is now working from last place as there is a truck out of the race. And it looked like it was Natalie Decker, the truck out. And the pack's starting to pull away just a little bit. But now the 11's catching back up.
Careful, still there. Hard from the outside.
And now he's got to run. The 11's got to run on the inside. When is somebody going to block him? Right here. Right here. He is into the top 20, and this is where the block's going to happen. We got 3 wide here at Daytona. More 3 wide action.
All clear.
Pushing the back of Gus Dean. He made the playoffs a season ago, was eliminated in the first round. Now they're going to go 3 wide as the 11's going to go up the middle with 18 to go here in stage 2, and I'm not sure why they didn't just make it 20.
All right, clear low.
Start at 19. Meanwhile, Matt DiBenedetto
For use it if you need it.
just sending it all over the place there on the 11's bumper.
All clear.
The 11's got to run. He should be back to the lead in no time. And based off of this run he's got.
Hold that line, driver. All right, clear outside. Hard from the outside. Outside.
Oh, he gets a push from the 98. The 11 does. That should help him go 3 wide there. 3 wide again.
Hold your line.
Back to the line.
Clear high. All right, you're clear.
Jordan Anderson, the 3, to the lead, but not for long. The 11 moves the 40 out of the way, gets into the 3, but takes the lead.
Clear.
And there's a 100% chance that he is going to drive off now. So 2 cautions in this race so far. Both coming in stage 1. One of them to end stage 1. One of them with 7 laps to go in stage 1. Let's go to that helmet cam presented by YouTube TV Network on the number 11. And let's see things from the driver's point of view. And that will show you how banked these turns really are here at the track. Jordan Anderson up to 2nd as they head down the backstretch, and the 11's got a 2.8-second lead off him. That's what runs will get you. And he got the push from the 98 of Grant Enfinger, and that is what helped him the rest of the way. So far the 11 of Urbrain has 10 points here in this race. He can earn 40 if he wins this stage, the race, and the race. And then if he wins the race, he receives 10 playoff points, which results in that 40. But technically with the win, the 40 wouldn't matter. And everybody else gets no points. And the final stage will give you a heads up on where we're heading next week for next week's Craftsman Truck Series race. But for now, we got 14 to go here in stage 2. now we're back to our third person point of view. To go here in stage 2. And it will not surprise me if this 11 can drive his way to victory lane for the first time here tonight. But, I mean, he's been trying to win this race for the past 2 seasons and hasn't been able to do it. So, you kind of question, will he be able to, despite practically dominating right now tonight? It should be without question if he can keep up the momentum he gets. I mean, look at that. He pit, got 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel at the end of that stage, had to restart all the way at the tail end of the field, and made his way back to first, and now there's 12 laps to go here in stage 1. Or stage 2, correction. He already won stage 1. So even if he doesn't win this race, he still gets the 10 points for stage 1. And then if he wins stage 2, he gets 10 more points, or whoever wins stage 2 gets 10 points. So in reality, even if the stage 2 winner doesn't win the race, they still get some points. They get whatever they had. So only the stage winners and the race winner will receive points tonight and for the season if they win. So there's actually I had to make that correction there because I didn't want people being confused and wondering, well, why wouldn't anybody get points if they win the stage? Now the only way nobody else would get points is if the 11 sweeps the stages. If he wins stage 2, he gets those 10 points on top of the 10 points he had from stage 1. So that makes 20 points for the 11. And no points for everybody else. So in the event that the 11 wins stage 2 but not the race, he would be tied with first place because first place would only have 20 points from winning the race and getting the 10 playoff points.
10 laps to go.
So now we enter 10 to go here in stage 2. Jordan Anderson back to second. Take a look at the gap now, 14.2 seconds. Is the gap between the leader and second place, and 15 seconds is the gap between the leader and third place. Well, I mean, let's go back though to the 44 who is on pit road, obviously out of this race. That's a disappointment. You go into the race weekend, you know, like start of a new season. Sure, you still got like other races as whoa, the 11 kind of got loose there, and went down below the line. Now keep in mind the only thing that protected him from being penalized right now about that double yellow line is there's no trucks around him for him to gain advantage from it, and got on the double yellow line again. But regardless, back to what we were talking about. There's still other races, plenty of races to go until the playoffs for the 44 team to turn it around. But that DNF early in the race is a big disappointment because now they don't have a chance at any points in the race because they weren't in the top 10 at the end of the stage. They're 32nd, and that will be their final finishing position tonight. Now we go back to the leader who got below the double yellow line and got on it in the turn. Like we said, the only thing that protected him from being penalized, he almost got on it again, was there's no trucks around him to gain an advantage from him. If there would have been a truck around him, unless if it was a lap truck, then that would be a problem. would have to do a pass-through penalty on pit road. Yeah, he was only down there for a few feet and got back on the track immediately once it happened, so there's really no need for a penalty there. And that would have sucked too, a penalty in the first race of the season, especially because there's less than 10 laps to go here in stage 2. Might not get a chance to move forward and get the stage win. But, I mean, you know, thinking about it, it was caused by the leader to begin with, going down there. But, again, they chose not to penalize him because he did not gain an advantage from it. Now, at other tracks, they have a single yellow line or white line that you can go below. You are permitted to go below it, but not here. Here in Talladega, you may not advance your position below that double yellow line. And you may not force cars down there either. 6 laps to go here in stage 2. So again, this is a 100 lap race split up into stages. So stage 1's complete, working on stage 2. And then the final stage will be underway. And then we got 2 races tomorrow. The season opening Xfinity Series race coming up after the season opening Daytona 500 for the Cup Series.
Go, driver.
5 laps to go here in stage 2. Brand new season here on YouTube TV network. We're bringing you the first half of the season Cup and Xfinity Series race, and then all season long we'll be hosting your camping or your Craftsman Truck Series races. And all season long, Twitch Sports Network 1 will now starting next week. Twitch Sports Network 1 will now broadcast all practice and qualifyings for the Truck, Xfinity, and Cup Series. And then Twitch Sports Network 1 goes to work for the second half of the Xfinity and Cup Series season, including the playoffs. Right now, it's all us. And those of you wondering about SRX, that will be happening again on Wednesday night. Mike Harmon getting in the way again.
Careful, still there.
This time the 11's going to attempt to pass on the high side, and he's going to get it.
All clear.
Three laps to go here in stage 2. Tyler Reddick driving the number 8 for Motley Motorsports tonight. Throughout the season, there will be an international driver operating that truck.
Good to go.
And 2 laps go here in stage 2 now. Jordan Anderson still in second place.
Hold your line. Stay high. You're all clear on the bottom.
This time going to be 1 lap to go here in stage 2.
Careful, still there.
Once the leader makes his way back to the start-finish line.
Top spring unit.
John Hunter Nemechek, 24th position. Currently. Get moved up the track so the 11 doesn't go below the double yellow line. Now keep in mind, even if he did, he wouldn't be penalized because it's a lap vehicle. But still, he wanted to move him up so he didn't go below the double yellow line, and he did. As we now have 1 to go here in stage 2. How about this? Down the backstretch for the final time here in stage 2. The 11, I mean, he's going to go lap Zane Smith and Austin Wayne Self.
Careful, still there. All clear.
And he's just going to drive his way to a stage 2 victory. So now he now has 20 points. Can he finish and win the race to earn the other 20 points? Coming back to the line, Urbane will sweep the stages. He'll win stage 2.
Way to go, driver.
Alright, time to get the final stage underway. This time the 11 starting 5th instead of dead last. Flagger has the green flag in his hand. Green flag, the final stage here at Daytona underway. So about 37 laps of fuel estimated in these trucks, 57 laps to go. So with less than 37 to go in the race, they'll have to pit. Regardless if it's a green flag stop or a yellow flag stop.
Hold your line. Got one inside. Careful, still there.
The 11's going to try to fit on the high side for 3rd place. He's got it.
Still there.
Now he's got 2nd.
You're all clear on the bottom.
Now he can challenge Jordan Anderson for the lead. But look at this. On the high side, coming off of 4, the 11's in the lead. And he'll lead the lap. 56 laps to go. So that was our 3rd caution, by the way, at the end of that stage. It is all about finishing now. Can the 11 do it for his first ever win in the season opening race? Not the first time he's won here at Daytona in the Truck Series, but can he do it for his first ever win in this race at Daytona? He's never won the Next Air Energy 250 before. Almost did a season ago, but got wrecked. And you know, with Urbane, he does not want almost, he wants a dub. And he will do anything for it. If he has to get into the side of your truck, make contact, and side draft you to the start-finish line to win, he will do it. If he has to hit the gas and pull away from you and guarantee the win, he will do it. $54 laps to go. Well, I'm going to pull out a roll of tape, put a piece over my mouth, and we're going to crank it up here.
Wheels out. Anchor down.
Caution has come out. And we're ready to go green again.
We're going green. Be ready here.
There's the green flag. 50 laps to go in the season opening NextEra Energy 250. Got on the line, but
All right, you're clear.
was already ahead. So that was luck there. In a turn, you really don't get an advantage. If you hit the apron in a turn, it's going to slow you down and cause second place to catch up to you, even third place. So, I mean, you really got to be careful in the turns. But look at that. I mean, he's got a challenge going on. The two of Taylor Gray challenging him for the lead. Unfortunately, not able to get it. The 11 stays out in front. And now we have 49 laps to go. So that was our fourth caution, our most recent one. And next week, we head from the beaches of Florida. Whoa, the 11 loose. Way down there, back up on the track though. What we were saying is we go from the beaches of Daytona to the great beaches of California as the trucks hit Auto Club Speedway next weekend, right here, next Friday night, right here on YouTube TV network. Planning for a 10:30 p.m. start, unless otherwise stated. Now we're down to 47. Why don't we go back to our crank it up since the caution came out. We will see you around, why not lap 60? 41 laps to go, and the 11 just lost it again for a minute back there. But he keeps everything straight. He's still in the lead with 41 to go. And you know he's just hoping to win this race. That's all he wants, is to win this race. So you can say he has won the season opener for the Truck Series. Finally. Laps to go. Remember, they're going to have to come down pit road with less than 37 to go, because 37 laps is the amount of fuel they get for this race. The 11's just been pretty dominant tonight. I mean, he's held a gap off second place. He hopes it lasts. Like, he knows if there's a caution and they go to pit road, he's going to lose the lead. But he wants to gain it back and continue out the race in dominant fashion. We got 39 laps to run here. You know he doesn't want to give it up and give up an opportunity to win this race. So 4 cautions. Still have yet to see number 5, which we know it's coming very, very, very soon. Usually when we run prolonged green flag laps, that's a sign of a caution to come. We got 38 to go. Caution comes out, every truck, or at least the 11's going down pit road to get their tires, fuel, and maybe some damage fixed, getting back out. Yeah, you know the 11's going to try to race as long as he can for that caution. Currently trying to chase down the tail end of the field again to hopefully get some more trucks, more laps down. 37 to go. .36 to go. Now they're starting to go into their fuel window. Yeah, but like I said, they're probably going to stay out until they most definitely have to go down pit road. Eleven's back there. He's the last truck. "35 laps left." So the 11's already got 20 points. Can he finish the race? I mean, it's going to be all about the pit stop, and if he can be good. Off the throttle or not? Oh, contact. The 11 got pretty loose there with 34 to go. And that was close. The 11's looking a little loose. He says his tire's going down.
Still there.
Oh! He gets into the 74, and he's going to lose it. Caution comes out to save him. So he's going to restart 22nd. And we'll have to see what he does there.
Be ready here. Green is out. Farther on the inside.
And that is what worn tires gets you. I mean, you got 31 laps to go. That's what happens when there's worn tires on the truck. So there's Stuart Friesen, 52 and 21st. He won this race a season ago, hoping to maybe make his way to the front in the final 30 laps and win it again this season. Meanwhile, the 11's hoping he can make it to the lead and win this race for the first time.
Stay in line. Hold your line. All right, clear outside.
So that was our 5th caution.
Stay high. Stay high. Bottom clear. Clear high. Clear high.
Makes his way into the top 10 as we enter 30 laps to go.
Clear high. Clear high. Got one up top. Clear high, bud. Hang tight there, driver. Bottom 3. Use it if you need it. Clear all around.
Look at Jordan Anderson up there in the
All the
lead.
way to the wall. All clear.
Austin Hill looking in 2nd.
Still there. All clear.
Jordan Anderson at 1st. Not no more. Slide job to the lead for the 11. And now 29 laps to go. Now the 11's probably just going to drive away with it until a caution comes out. Yeah, because we're probably not going to go 29 green flag laps to the end of this thing. We could, but I don't think we are. That was a big move. All the way from 22nd to the lead in just a couple laps. Again, we mentioned the 11 has never won the season opening race here at Daytona. He's won the other 2 races here, but never the season opening race. And with 28 laps to go, he's looking for his first ever win in the season opener. is almost there. Not out of the woods yet, but almost there. Let's go around this track 27 more times. Now the race should fly by a lot faster though, because once you get down to less than 30 to go, the race usually flies by a lot faster. See if this 11 can hang on to the lead here, even if there is another restart. We know that's certainly most likely not the last restart of the night. It's going to be all about the momentum he has. I mean, he has a 7.7 second lead off of Jordan Anderson. And all he's doing is looking to wrap up garbage time here. He has to go around this track 25 more times. And has to make it to the end too. Yeah, you don't want to have to restart and then get caught up in somebody's mess. End up getting wrecked out of the race either. So you gotta be careful.
Yellow flag.
There's the 6th caution of the night. Alright, so here we go. Another restart. 6th caution of the night. Flagger has the green flag in his hand. He's waving it all over the place as this race back underway with 22 laps to go. And we know that's most likely still not the end of cautions yet. Could not win this season opening race with Toyota. What a night it would be if he could win it with Chevy. .21 to go. Got a gap again. It's 2.2 seconds off of Austin Hill. Austin Hill trying to close it. Urban trying to keep it. As now we reach our Craftsman 20 to go. And Craftsman does not sponsor this video. Is not associated with it. We just say that. Because why not? 20 laps remain in the season opening race for the Craftsman Truck Series. And the 11 of Urbane looking to win the season opening race for the first time in his career. Again, we mentioned before that he's won races here at Daytona. He's had his first career win at Daytona. However, he's never won the season opening race. And tonight, it looks promising for him. Yeah, I mean, he's getting a good restarts off of restarts, and he's able to get the lead back. If he loses it, he's able to get out in front, get a big gap going. I mean, and there's 19 laps to go. So, not out of the woods yet, like we said, but I mean, he's closing it down. More times around here. That's how many he has to go. Ross Chastain moves up to second. So keep in mind, a win will get him in the playoffs, but he's got to win more than 2 races, or 2 or more races to be guaranteed a spot in the playoffs in the event that there's more than 10 different winners. "17 laps to go." Now it's only 16 to go at the line. Caution will shorten the race, and that would be our 7th of the night. But, I mean, could it go all the way to the end without another caution? Really depends. To go. Still a long ways away from that white flag. There's crew chiefs telling them to just relax, take it easy, take these last 15 laps easy. If caution comes out, get a good restart. They don't need to pit. They can just cruise their way to victory. But he's got to get a good restart. It's going to be all about the restart. 14 to go. We know that caution's coming out soon. You can already feel it. There's 14 laps to go. And we've been running green since 22 laps to go. That's when we restarted last. The 11's just trying to take as many laps off as he can, so that when the caution comes out, it helps him take even more off. But at the same time, taking more laps off during the caution can be a disadvantage too. And if the caution comes out and he doesn't get a good restart, whoever does can run away with it, which is currently Ross Chastain. So we now have 13 laps to go. Chastain's hoping for the caution. The 11 just wants to cruise his last 13 laps under green and end it. Oh, contact with the wall there for the 11. As we reach 12 to go, it doesn't really affect him much. Yeah, I mean, he's still fast out there. 12 laps to go. 12 laps away. Can he do it? The wind caught the truck a little wrong there and sent that sideways. 11 to go at the line. 11 more times around this track at the line for the number 11. Can he do it and finally end a losing streak in this race? Just 11 more laps. Next time they cross the line, it'll be 10 to go. And like we said, we've been running since 22 laps to go under green flag conditions. The 11's hoping there's no caution. The 40 of Chastain wants a caution so he can catch the leader and try to win the restart so that he can win the race.
10 to go.
We now have reached 10 laps to go. And once we get down to 5 to go, we will explain the rules of overtime in the event the caution should come out, because if the caution comes out with 5 laps to go, we would restart with 2 laps to go in regulation. And then if the caution came out before the leader got the white flag, we would then go to overtime. So with 5 laps to go, after the 5 to go signal, so we'll let the 11 cross the line, get the 5 to go signal, or the leader. And then we will explain the rules of overtime to you. Nine to go. Starting to catch up to lap traffic again. Last time he got in lap traffic, he got into Mike Carmona after getting loose, turned him around. That brought out the caution, which then they pit, got what they needed, got back out there, and that was the most recent restart, which we restarted with 22 laps to go. This is getting intense. If you're the leader, or if you're a fan of the leader, 8 more times around this track. Keep in mind, if caution comes out now and we restart, That would be the green flag and 5 to go signal, and then we would explain the rules of overtime. So keep that in mind. The 11 is not out of the woods yet. Once he takes the white flag under green, then he's out of the neck of the woods. If he still has a big advantage over second place, as he puts Mark Harmon another lap down. Seven more times around this track, ladies and gentlemen.
Still there. All clear.
If we make it all the way to the checkered flag in this thing, 22 laps would be our longest green flag run of the night. If we go all the way to the checkered flag without a caution. But I believe one's going to come out. Six to go. Drivers know it's starting to get down to the wire as Eckerson 25th is going to go a lap down. So they know, like, they don't have much time.
Still there.
They want the caution to come out. Ross Chastain wants the caution to come out. If you're the top 5 right now, you want the flagger to wave the yellow flag. If you're the leader, you're like, keep that green flag out. That's all you're saying right now if you're the leader. Just keep the green flag out. As we now have reached 5 to go, there's the 5 to go signal. So the rules of overtime, if the caution should come out. It's a 2-lap shootout, green-white checkered finish. If the leader takes the white flag under green, the next flag ends the race. Caution prior, we re-rack them and restart them. And there's unlimited attempts at overtime until a winner is declared. So that means that could take 10 overtimes to declare a winner, 1 overtime, 2 overtimes, 5 overtimes, 30 overtimes. As many overtimes as we need, we will go to until a winner is declared. That is only if the caution should come out, though. If the caution comes out now, it would end regulation once they get to the line. And then we would go straight to overtime, which, again, if it comes out now, we're going straight to overtime. That would end regulation.
All clear.
Zane Smith goes another lap down, just stays out of the way there, lets the 11 get by him. Oh, the 33 kind of gets in the way, gets a little loose. The 11's able to get by.
Bottom's free. Use it if you need it.
And then goes to the bottom after he clears him. Matt DiBenedetto, Brett Moffitt go another lap down. 3 laps to go. So we have ran 19 green flag laps. If we finish these last 3 laps without a caution, that would be 22 green flag laps, and that would be our longest green flag run of the night. If the caution comes out, then our longest would be 20 laps. Alright, so once they hit the start-finish line, this is where you really want to pay attention. This is the last opportunity for a caution. With 2 laps to go here. There's 2 laps to go now. If if a caution's going to come out, it has to come out before the leader makes it back to the start-finish line. If the leader makes it back to the start-finish line, and before the caution comes out, and takes that white flag under green, the race is official. If the caution comes out before he gets there, even if it's just a matter of inches before he gets there, then we go to a restart and our first overtime attempt. There's the 98 who pushed him earlier, helped him get to the lead.
Clear high, clear high.
And actually, even if the caution, if the leader takes the white flag under green, even if the caution comes out, that would still make our longest green flag run of the night at 21 laps. White flag, 1 lap to go for the 11. And he's going to finally win this race. For the first time in his career. He's never won this race before until tonight. And he has so much of an advantage off the 40. He has just taken the white flag under green. I mean, he's won it. Down the backstretch for the final time. Just 2 more corners away from the checkered flag. But he knows he's going to get that checkered flag here tonight. 2 seasons of heartbreak and frustration. And he's thinking about it as he goes through turn 3 for the final time. Unreal. What a night for this 11. He's going to have 40 points after this race. Off turn 4 for the final time. Through the tri-oval for the first time in his career. Urbane finally wins the Next Era Energy 250 at Daytona. And that makes 22 laps, our longest green flag run of the night. How about that? Big win for the 11 right there. Burn it down. And we talk about all the frustration. In the first 2 seasons this league existed, him trying to win this race, and never had done it before until tonight. Urbane, it is safe to say you can call yourself a Next Era Energy 250 champion, finally. Finally, the streak ends. And you're gonna be in the playoffs, but not clinched yet. Holy moly, a big win for the 11 here tonight at Daytona. You guys don't even realize how much this is going to excite him getting this win. Next Era Energy 250 champion. Wins the season opening race at Daytona after 2 seasons of frustration of trying to win it. How about that? So we'll show you the finishing order before we sign off, but I mean, it's now 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Urbane has just won the Next Era Energy 250 for the first time in his career. So only 8 trucks finished on the lead lap. Here's your top 10. Urbane, Chastain, Hill, Herbst. Who the heck did we say was in the 2 tonight? You know what? Whoever we said, we'll just switch it to Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell in the 2. Crafton, Anderson, Rhodes, Tyler Hill, and Spencer Boyd. And then now here's the rest of your positions here. You can always pause the video too to look at these, so we're gonna move on now. And there's 31st and 32nd, which Natalie Decker, the only DNF tonight. So the 50.12 is the fastest lap, which was led by your winner, Urbane. 94 of the 100 laps were led by Urbane. And Angela Rutsch started 32nd, finished 11th. That's nice on the move there. And Tate Fogelman going to start 9th and finish 29th, so that's a tough break for him. But other than that, so long, everybody. We'll see you next Friday night in California.